Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Blood River. Playing on the southern side as the Necrons, we've got Vrax, and playing as the Chaos Space Marines on the northern side, we have got Kubini. And once again, we have got a lovely Kurcaster Laughing Max joining us. How are you today, young sir?
Hi, I'm looking forward to this match, I have to say. Again, not Father Morga. The series is broken. Officially now.
That's it. We are on holiday. We are going around the universe and the cosmos, seeing all these different kinds of places and what is going on. We are seeing a ghost turret being placed by Vrax. He's clearly intimidated by the short space and area that's going on Blood River, potentially worried about a early game harassment. So we've also got a Chaos Space Marine Lord coming out for Kubini as well. So very exciting stuff going on for these openings.
Yeah, I gotta say, Rex is playing very defensively. Not only the turret, which position I have to question a little bit more to the north, and it would also protect the other strategic point. But he's also getting 2 Necron warriors before finishing up his builder scribe. So he's really expecting a CSM rush or Raptors or something. But Kubini is like, yeah, whatever. I just get 3 cultists and Chaos Lord and go for economy boom, completely countering Rex opener here.
That's it, so Vrax will be a little bit slower in the building up of his plasma generators, only going to go for 4 in total at this present moment in time. But that's fine, the Necrons, they could chill a little bit. They've got a little bit of forgiveness in their economy, so long as Kubini is nice and relaxed as we go forward. But the Chaos Lord is out now, and he's going at Necron bound, so we'll see if he goes down, and it doesn't seem like he's going to be too aggressive, to be fair.
No, he's probably capturing the map. You get like 2 relics. With the 3 squads of cultists, you can also get like all the 3 critical locations if you want, or if you want to be a little cheeky, get the strategic point in the Blood River here. But with 2 Necron warriors and soon-ish... Oh no, he cancelled the Lord to have more power for now for the generators. But yeah, the Necron Lord is something that will be hitting the field at some point.
I mean, that's the hope, that's a dream. Chaos Lord now coming down on the northern side of the map. It's seen some Necron warriors, and he'll just have a couple of shots here and there. Necrons don't seem to be too bothered by him, and I mean, what's the target for him? I would assume the plasma generators, but that is near the ghost turret, so he's probably just going to focus down on the build scabs as and when he can shoot them.
Yeah, that's what I said about the ghost turret. You can put it a little more north, and then it would shoot all the time at the Chaos Lord, and he doesn't like these green bursts of energy in his face for longer periods. So yeah, then he would have gotten the strategic point north onto the space as well. But here's now Chaos Marine. So is he having delayed? Yes, he get now 2 Space Marines additional to it. So he is on its way to be a little annoying on this map, and you can do it. I have Astro here in my ear, and he says on Blood River you can just spam Chaos Marines in T1 and totally match Necrons. Let's see how these players can manage it.
Well, yeah, because Necrons do certainly struggle with early game harassment, especially on small maps like this, with 2 squads of Space Marines on the way. Well, one squad's already here, another one on the way down. Necron Lord has... I like it. Necron Lord has teleported away. He's like, no, you know what, you guys can deal with it. It's totally fine. I trust in your defensive capabilities, but I don't know if the Necron Warriors can actually handle it, especially when the second squad comes in. They've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and Kubini is also reinforcing a couple. I mean, he was also reinforcing some guys, but now they've just settling for about 5 or 6 models. A piece, big blast from the obelisk of there, and the Necron Warriors are falling thick and fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure if focusing on the Necron Warriors is the right thing, or where you have like juicy generators, juicy builder scribes to focus on. Now even getting the builder scribes outside of the space, decapping this point, all good. But kill the generator or 2, this really hurts Necrons. As long as their green glowing generators are alive, they're happy. They can rebuild everything for free. Like these Necron Warriors were not reinforced. They were like really token infantry to throw at the enemy to buy some time. Summoning core finished, and the economy should be enough to start tier 2 if he likes, or go for some flayed ones. And flayed ones could be very deadly here as well.
I was going to say flayed ones are definitely what the doctor ordered. He's cancelled some of his what he was going to go for. There we go, going to go for double Flayed Ones there. The Space Marines morale, I mean, what, they've got 300 apiece, which isn't terrible. If Chaos Lord joins them, they should be able to resist the Flayed Ones a little bit longer, but no one really survives close combat long against the Flayed Ones before they start to break. Going to also get Forbidden Archive on the way. I imagine in this kind of matchup it's going to be the usual, what's it called? The Solar Pulse, the Phylactery, viewers at home, you'll know the combination of the three usual bits and bobs that Necron Lord tends to go for. I completely forgot what they're called.
Phase Shift, Phylactery, and either Solar Pulse or what is it called? The Lightning Field, depending on if you're facing melee or not. But in this, Solar Pulse would be, or the John Cena Beam. I haven't heard or seen a John Cena Beam in a good while, so it would be nice. Tier 2 actually finished for Kubini, so let's see what he goes for in Tier 2 now.
So, I mean, it's quite a small economy for Tier 2. I mean, he's only got one plasma generator at the moment, so no large upgrades, no vehicles will be coming out, but it's fine. He's got plenty of time to maneuver. He's got both relics economy-wise, so he should be booming in the blue money, and he's making sure that Vrax's army numbers are keeping quite small. We do have the Necron Lord and the Chaos Lord having a bit of a to-do on the northern side. Actually, the Necron Lord looks like he's about to win an engagement if the... Oh no, he's going to run into the river and... Oh dear.
Oh.
That's just narrowly managing to get him. We're looking to see if he can survive underneath the fire of those listening posts. Chaos Space Marines also running all the way back home to see if we can protect him. So I don't know if that was the right option to make. Should have really kept the pressure on the Necron base here.
I could hear the Necron Lord laughing as he teleported away there. But now the Necron Lord, the Flayed Ones are on the retreating path, Necron Lord on the other side, but yeah, Kubini does the right thing and just goes past the Necron Lord. If we would go through the Blood River, through the Flayed Ones, the Solar Pulse is also ready, Phase Shift is ready, Phase Shift should be used here. There's Solar Pulse, but yeah, it's just buying time again. Is he starting Tier 2? I guess he is, yeah, so he's halfway Tier 2. Nothing really Tier 2 hitting from Kubini, as you said, as his economy were really low to begin with, but he now gets a machine pit and a defiler or two would be really good, or as it is mostly infantry or only infantry from Necrons, the Vindicator would be really nice as well.
I was going to say, in the past couple of games on the channel, we've seen a lot of Vindicator play, and I suppose against Necrons it makes a lot of sense, because the vast majority of the good stuff from the Necrons are infantry, especially with these Flayed Ones been teleported around the back. But these guys have also gone for heavy bolters as well, so no plasma guns. They haven't waited for that tech to come online yet. They've gone straight for the heavy bolters, which is interesting considering that the Flayed Ones, I mean, Kubini knew that the Flayed Ones were on the way here, so, but then again, the Flayed Ones are quite slow, so I suppose that works out. Necron Lord also been scared away as he's slammed a man down on the floor in a bloody bit of mess. And the second ghost turret been placed down here. That's interesting.
Yeah, he has. The ghost turret at the back was begun earlier and not noticed if it got finished or cancelled or killed. And he has now a Rhino, so he goes for the pro player move, getting a transport in. So this counteracts these Flayed Ones 100%. If you put out your Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, and the Flayed Ones come, you can immediately pop back into the Rhino and move out. This is also a good counter to the Solar Pulse. He uses the Phase Shift to save his plasma generator. It's something not everybody knows, but Phase Shift also works on the Necron buildings, so you can save your buildings. Upgrading now these ghost turrets to the Tier 2 variant will make short work of the Rhino though, so the Necron base is now again very good defended. The only problem is that he only has one obelisk, so everything he builds is really slow. Oh no, he has two obelisks. I'm sorry.
Where's the second obelisk? There's one in the river, and then there's...
In the base.
Oh, in the base. So I was looking directly at it. I was like, what do you mean by two obelisks? But yes, I do quite like the Chaos Rhino as well, because, again, like I said, the Flayed Ones, be able to keep them away from them. But, I mean, it is poking and prodding at the Necron defences. Nowhere really for him to really burst out. And with these Immortals now online, it's going to be hard to make any use of that Chaos Rhino, so maybe I want to send him back a little bit. I mean, he's got time, he's got 700 blue, he's got time to invest and time to build up stuff. The Necrons aren't going to be doing much in this current position, especially for the army the size that they are, so they can just chill out a little bit.
Yeah, the Necrons have reached their feared tier point 2.5 with the greatest summoning core, so we will see good stuff hitting the field. As you know, you said the Immortals immediately go for the Tesla carbines, which is very strong upgrade. Now Hell Talons hitting the field, but the Immortals are already out, so I don't think they will be doing much. You said that he has quite a lot of economy, and yes, you're right. He should, in my mind, go for tier 3, as the Chaos Space Marine tier 3 is their strongest tier out of them all. You have like Possessed, Chosen, Obliterators, Mutilators, you name it. Everything is tier 3, so if he hits tier 3, he can probably battle this absolute onslaught. Yes, and as I said, he starts tier 3. I haven't seen the replay, I swear.
That's it. It's the power of knowing what you're talking about, which is always a sign of a good caster. So on the southern side, we've got the Hell Talon trying to go for that Great Summoning Core. If we can knock that out, that will set the Necron tech backwards. Deathmark's trying to fire at it, and actually the Deathmarks do a fairly good bit of damage against it, but when these Immortals get in range, it will take mere seconds to just to burst him down, so he's got to be really careful on his positioning for those Hell Talons. Don't think Hell Talons are the way. I think, like you say, if tier 3, Possessed Marines, Obliterators, that's probably the way forward. The space that those Vindicators could have been useful has now and truly gone. So Deathmarks and Immortals, that seems to be the composition of the day for the Necrons here.
I really like that he pulled back the Hell Talon. It can be used for later on if you have like a big engagement on one side. You can snug it in the backside of the enemy base and maybe kill a generator or two, then it would be worthwhile. It's all better than just wasting your precious flyer here. Even though it's not doing much now, it can be really handy later on.
Oh, that's it. Even like in a defensive perspective, maybe, I don't know, that Vrax might... In fact, have you got any more? Yeah, he's still got some flayed ones inside his Necron Monolith, so he can always keep the Hell Talon in there just to count on those flayed ones, considering that the flayed ones, well, they can't really swipe up Hell Talons because they're not tall enough.
Oh, yes. No. The Immortals were fast enough to teleport away because these Chaos Rhino filled with 2 Chaos Space Marines, they can use their Berserk ability and everything would make short work of these Immortals. But yeah, they were out really fast. They need to move out now because if the Immortals will kill the Rhino, you need to move through the flayed ones. Come on, you can do it.
Nearly.
Oh, it's like inches missing from the range from the Immortals here.
I was going to say it was a wonderful positioning for those flayed ones, but the Rhino just managed to sneak around the flanks of them. We've got a second Chaos Rhino, so actually, just in case that one goes down, can always summon everyone into another one. Going to see some more Bill Scarabs from Vrax here, and we are going to see an Ancient Pyramid. So potential to replace the Necron Lord with something a little bit more substantial, although we'll lose those artifacts if they decide to swap him out with someone like that.
This is an ill-advised move. I thought he had the 3 Rhinos to move in the Rhinos that are not filled first, and then you have like this game where you need to guess under which shell the thing is, but yeah, losing one squad completely, I think. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, barely. The spying champion survived, but still, it wasn't the best move. I think he saw the pyramid and was like, oh shit, I need to kill this pyramid, but yeah, this was a little panic move. But yeah, these death marks are a little way too forward. If these Chaos Space Marines pop out, they can kill it, but yeah, there's still the Necron Lord being very menacing in his presence here. But tier 3 is done, so he now goes for mutilators, so the melee variant, and Predator. His economy is really high. You can go for more than this. Get some Chosens, get some Possessed.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also lost quite a substantial amount of it. Well, I mean, he's regaining one squad of his Chaos Space Marines by re-recruiting some models, but he's down one squad of Chaos Space Marines, so he could go for another, or even, I mean, at this moment, probably some Assault Marines. I mean, granted, it's probably not the most optimal thing to go for, but I reckon a lot of melee units might be ideal against these dead marks. Or dead marks? Death marks. And letting the vehicles do the range kind of thing. But flayed ones are still a problem, so I can understand why not. Another John Cena beam coming over to stop those Chaos Space Marines from firing in. But the Mutilator comes round the back flanks and seeing those Immortals, and those Immortals will not survive in close combat for very long against these dudes with swords for hands. Very intimidating creatures, these.
Yeah, you do not want to have a hug of these guys for sure. But yeah, he has Oh, even going for the anti-infantry kit on the Predator, like the Nurgle spewing thingy, really nice. But yeah, he has a lot of resources, and his Chaos Temple is standing still. You can get Terminators from the Chaos Temple, and they can also turn into melee beasts if you want to. So he needs to spend his resources. Even go tier 4 if you want, but you need more units.
That's it. More units means more dead Necrons in the grand scheme of things. I was seeing some pariahs just near the river. Also going to see a Ghost Ark, so picking up the dead and dying, ready to recycle. It's always useful. Always care about the environment, especially in the Warhammer 40k universe. You can never have too many recycling bins. One lonely immortal about to be slapped around by some mutilators if he's not too careful. Also got those cultists with grenades, which is a nice little addition too.
Okay, they're infiltrated and just standing there and scouting and stuff. I like the Ghost Ark. The Ghost Ark is underutilized, really strong vehicle. You can transport stuff, you can jump in. You have the morale damaging jump as the Dark Elder have. We have a good engagement over here, but where are the models? I don't see any models here. This is very bad for Vrax here. But yeah, John Cena Beam again saving the day, as long as it lasts. But when it's over, I don't see how he can hold off this force here. Even though he has a backstab with some pariahs, but there are like 2 Chaos Predators, one going for execution, also with some plasma guns, the other one has these pure thingies, rhinos, you name it, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's strange that I went for the flanking maneuver with the pariahs, but they're not matching it up on the southern side with the death marks I had. He even had some ghost. Even if you get my words out, he even had a Ghost Ark that he could have brought in front as well. That when that John Cena Beam comes down, you've got a limited window to really be able to make your presence felt, but not really going to go for that.
Yeah, and I also didn't see any Pharaon hitting the field. He got the pyramid, but no dynasty for it. What do we have here? What was this explosion? I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of green stuff, green juice coming out of the Predator, red plasma coming out of the others, and flamers on the side. So this is some anti-infantry if I've seen one. Jesus Christ, burning these poor flayed ones to crisp.
It's a very staunch firing line. So going to be really careful with those solar pulses coming in, and not much else really to go for the defense. They're going to go for some more mortals. Be great against the vehicles, but it's the infantry that they've got to deal with. Oh, there we go. We've got a stasis field being popped down on his Chaos Space Marines, making them immobile, but also immortal for a little bit. Also going to try and steal some. I do love the Lord Destroyer going to go around and see if he can steal some Chaos Space Marine vehicles, which is quite good stuff. If you can't kill it, just steal it, man.
You see in the pro level you want to use the stasis on the vehicle, and then you can delete it just before he takes it over. Almost. But you can delete it before he takes it over. But there is now finally Immotech, the Stormlord, hitting the field. He is quite a chat. If he gets his Honor Guard with him, he has very good defensive capabilities. He has an advanced lightning field. Is doing a heck of a ton of damage. And yeah, it's general quite a big chat in melee. So Chaos is moving away now, losing a Predator on the process.
That's it. You got to be careful with those. You got to be careful with those Necron Lords that come from the ancient pyramid. I mean, that storm that we saw earlier on basically just saved the day for the Necrons for a short while, managing to push them all back. But they've got the numbers. They can push in again once that Storm Lord ability is on cooldown. Do all the death marks back out. Got the Immortals as well, but Mutilators and Obliterators, very strong units all the same.
Yeah, getting some pot shots on the Mutilators, and Mutilators will do what Mutilators do always when I choose them. They die really fast. They look really menacing, but they for some reason die really fast as well. But I think Chaos still has the proper army. He has added the Chaos Terminators. He can buy the Predator he lost. He could go for Possessed if I would suggest something. I'm not sure if he's tier 4. Tier 4 is ready for Rex, however, and I want to see either a Flying Croissant or a Monolith, or even both.
I mean, yeah, why not both? I mean, it's. I think the Monolith would be great in this circumstance because of the AoE knockback, especially on those Terminators, keeping them out of close combat. Are you the close combat variant of the Terminators? It doesn't. Yes, you are. You've got axes, so definitely don't want to get those guys in close combat. But still, there's still quite a strong firing line. And now that you've got Imotech out, there's no John Cena beam to basically stop them from firing. So, if anything, now is time to really focus on that range game and see if they can blast the Necrons from afar.
Yeah, you're totally right. You do not have to solo pulse all the artifacts you bought out dead or the Spear Immortals.
Oh.
Now there are the plasma guns on the Chaos Space Marines that you were wondering earlier. They are tier 3. He's tier 3 now. Getting now, no, not another Chaos Predator. He added the Sacrificial Circle, so he could now finally get some possessors out. Oh, he is tier 4, and he gets Alfarius out from the Demon Pit. 70% done.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's already got a good front line. I mean, Chaos Terminators can bash anything in close combat. They've got the range stuff, so why not just add to it to complement your composition and go for Primarch? Especially when you've got Imotech on the field. May as well get some named characters out.
Yeah, the Imotech is really hurt by now. Imotech will all day of the week win, lose a 1-1 against Alfarius, and now obliterate. Everybody is coming in for the ranged combat over here. Yeah, and I don't think that Vrax will have the means here. He had the tech, and there's Alfarius coming in, getting his hands on this Lord Destroyer, killing Scarab, what was it? No, a Wraith for a second, and now, yeah, he wants this Destroyer for that.
But managing to get that stasis field on top of the Obliterators, but then putting Imotech's Storm on top of the stasis infantry units. I mean, it's good, he stunned them, but then use that Storm on top of them, which is, no, because now they're immortal, they won't do any damage to them, so trying to focus on the wrong things. Not sure if he understands how that ability works. The Ghost Ark is now taking the brunt of damage. Annihilation Badge taking some side swipes. Alfarius in the base, he's going around, big old spear, slamming down all the buildings he can get his hands on.
So the stasis makes them invulnerable, something I didn't know myself. Very, very nice to learn stuff here. Annihilation Badge is still here. There's a lot of anti-infantry, not a lot of anti-vehicle though, but at some point it will die, I guess. Or the Chaos Terminators almost dead, now they're dead. So he needs some anti-vehicles for reals. There's also now the Lich Guard for Imotech. Imotech did die, but can be rebuilt if he has a critical location, which he has not. So this is quite dire still for Rex.
Yeah, I mean, it's somehow, I don't know what magic Vrax is casting, what kind of voodoo he's bringing to the table. We're able to really keep on the field. I mean, that Annihilation Barge just saved him once again. Primarch Alfarius is looking a little bit worse for wear. We are going to see some more Immortals on the field to take care of the Chaos Predator and the Land Raider Hades Diabolos, as now came down to the south here. And it just seems like every time Vrax is just about to claw his way out and maybe potentially survive, more bad things happen. He's got the Ghost Ark picking up the dead and dying for recycling purposes, a Canoptic Spider as well, going toe-to-toe with Alfarius. Might potentially get that 1v1 victory in there, but it's looking very glim.
Yeah, I was complaining about anti-vehicle, and then just Land Raider Hades comes about and says, yeah, I have a lot of last cannons. So yeah, he has his base covered. He basically lost almost all his stuff. Yeah, something is in the Rhino, but I think Alfarius is still there. He has economies for day. He could get a second Alfarius if he so desires. He could, I don't know, anything. Just build anything you find in these buildings and move it to the enemy. But it looks like he plays a bit with his prey here. Alfarius even survives with like no HP, 50 HP on a 7k HP bar. It's like, wow. But he is alive.
I was going to say, thankfully, a smidgen quicker than that Canoptic Spider is able to survive that. We do have a Lord Destroyer going to go around the side and potentially maybe even stealing the Hades. Oh, no, but he deletes it, which is fair enough. Yeah. You do not want to trade. I suppose you don't want to give a Necron player just a free Land Raider for no business. And there's very little in the way of Chaos Space Marines on the field at the moment, but I suppose it doesn't matter because there's even less of Necrons on the field here.
Yeah, this is actually a little bug that you can try to take over relic units. That's something that will be fixed in the next version. But yeah, he's now standing in the enemy production. Anything that pops out of these monoliths will immediately be killed. So this is over.
You know what? It was a fairly good effort. I do have to say, Vrax is not. I mean, I'm fairly certain that Necrons are not Vrax's main thing. And you can tell by the mistakes with the stasis field and bringing down the storm on them, but the fact that he's able to almost pull it back, or at the very least do a very brave last stand for the past, how long was the gauge we got on for? Like about 15 minutes of solid battle with no break in the middle, so I'd say well done all the same.
Yeah, he's a player of many phases. Kubini is a CSM main, he told me the other day, so he brings his A game he can bring here, and Vrax holding on to it is, yeah, good showing of him. Now the flank croissants are, that's a little late, I have to say, but yeah, not too late for the hearts, for the French here.
So the French are always represented when the Necrons are out on the field, and I think if this Doomscythe was going side by side with that Annihilation Barge, that might have certainly probably turned the tide a little bit, but a little bit too little, a little bit too late. I mean, I don't imagine Vrax is still going to continue. He's rebuilding his Necron monolith. I mean, it's not going to do him much, but we respect the play. We respect the dedication.
He has probably the "I will survive" on the playlist over here and doing everything he can, but there's like 2 minutes of take and hold victory, and soon there will be also the control area victory. We also have now a Decimator super heavy tank coming from the Greater Chaos Portal, so I don't see any hopes for him, I have to say.
Nah, but hey ho, we've got a Doomscythe in the Chaos Base. It's the first time the Necrons have actually attacked the Chaos Base proper. So may as well give him a little taste of their medicine while we're here. And Vrax says GG, well played, and what a well played it is. He's found the Necron monolith, has Kubini, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, really nice game, as I said before. Vrax showing that he more or less can play all the factions. He is a Tau main, I think, so yeah.
Filthy Tau main. Cool, right, while we're wrapping up the last few moments of this match, do you want to... You have a YouTube channel, don't you, Max?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, has a lot of Unification stuff going on my channel. I have casts as you have, I have guides, I have Let's Plays, I have even, as I have access to the beta, I have some beta sneak peeks coming in every now and then. So if you enjoy Unification, I have you covered. If you understand German, I also have a lot of German Let's Plays if you want to fill your free time with me talking.
Excellent stuff. All right then, nice one. So thank you very much, guys, for coming, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.
Bye-bye.